Welcome to Terrible Racing Game Reviews. I am Mike Schley. This is the channel where I play all of the worst racing games currently on sale, so you don't have to. I, as always, have my co-host Teddy beside me, and today's game is Drift Racing Madness, which says you show your unique driving skills in tough race tracks with spectacular tracks. That doesn't really make sense, but okay. Anyway, it has 14 unique cars, 10 different tracks. You can customize your car, and apparently there's a progressive difficulty system, so let's check it out. All right, so here we are at the basic screen, and we have two settings, music and sound effects. Okay. Stats. Stats. Total score, best score, race time, total distance. Okay, this is pretty bare bones. Credits. I don't think I need to see those. Start racing. Let's go. Regime. Drift. Race. Drift. Race. Drift. Race. Drift. Race. Drift. Race. Okay. So, Liberty Parkour. All right, what we got here? Well, we got a... I don't really know what this is. Rhinoth RS. It looks kind of like a Renault, I guess, mixed with a bit of a Ford. Decent power, good control, good mass. What else? Oh, we got an SUV, the DA Verge or Diverge. Definitely a Dodge Durango if a grade 4 drew one. It's got lots of mass and decent controls and power. Oh, we got locked cars. It's a BEW X-Ride. Okay, so it is an X1. They're not even trying to hide it. And there's a Lincoln, I think, an FVA Star. Audi E4, okay, an Audi. I get it. Never mind. That's not even trying to hide that that's a Mercedes A-Class hatchback. It even has an E43 instead of an A43, the Grace. GTR, poorly drawn. And again, it's even called the GTR. Well, there's a copyright lawsuit waiting to happen. The Bic GT, well, that's definitely a shrunken half-size Bentley. And there's another Mercedes, yeah, Grace CC, and Audi RS, that's an R8, obviously. Oh, there's a big rig, police car, fire truck. All right, well, to start, let's go with the car. Safety is our job. Oh, they have little descriptions. DA Technology serves you a new updated big car for all who have crowded network. What the hell does that mean? This is terribly translated. A car that serves you more control over it with the signature of BEW. What? Bigger, larger, and more control. A-Star is exactly what you're looking for. Okay, that one at least made some sense. All right, enough about this. Let's paint it. Nice. The headlights also get painted. That's a nice touch. Oh, and some of these, the taillights get painted too. That's a nice touch. All right, let's go with the all-red car. All right, let's go drift crazy this time. So right away, it looks like we've stepped into a time warp, and we are back about 20 years with the graphics. It's kind of from the PlayStation 1 era, maybe a little after, maybe GameCube-ish. Graphics aren't great, but the gameplay seems pretty smooth. It's very fluid, and the controls are pretty easy to get a grasp of. As you can see, even though I'm a little front-wheel drive hatchback, somehow I'm rear-wheel drive when I'm drifting, and also drifting with my front tires. It's a little odd. But as we're just starting here, it appears there's a multiplier at the top, but that only multiplies in a single drift. Chaining drifts doesn't seem to matter, and if you hit a wall, apparently your score all disappears. Hitting other cars, going off the track, doesn't seem to matter. Hitting a wall, or tires in this sense, away goes your score. So the only way to, I guess, get to a 2x multiplier is to have a massive drift, and this little car, I just can't ever seem to keep it going, and wow. First race, I got absolutely crushed, so let's try it again. Okay, I think I got a handle now. You do long single drifts, and keep off of the tires. So far, good start. Yeah, got a good score going here. Cut the corner, doesn't seem to matter, so it's more score. Got a bunch of little hatchbacks against me. All right, so no SUV this time, or maybe there's one that drift a lot of score. Oh, I'm up to 2x. Score's doing good so far. Oh, somehow I got it into 2x. I don't know what I did. Oh, there's an SUV. I tried to keep it going. One somewhere in this race. Oh, and he just hits the barrier. I don't know if going off the track appears when the competitors are just hitting the tires, but I think I'll try to do neither. Yeah, that seems fair. Hey, I got to a 2x multiply, and look at the score I'm building. I'm gonna crush this one. This isn't really racing. This is just drifting. Oh no! Oh no! I've been rolled. All right. Well, from there things didn't go much better. As you can see, I hit a wall right at the start, and then I slid off the road on my second attempt. So Attempt 3, got pushed into the tires. Attempt 4, somehow ended up backwards, so I took a little break and needed to reset. So here we go. Let's see how we do on this one. I'm gonna keep way away from those tires and the competitors at the start. So far, so good. Wait, why do I have different cars every time I restart? Now it's like a spec race. I think the game's starting to feel bad for me. So the game is a bit of a grind and repetitive. I was looking at the money structure, and I would have to win this race like 20 times to get into a decent car, and I think 9 times to start buying some of them bigger tracks. So yeah, I don't think I'll play it that much, but let's just give it a bit more of a feel here for the drifting. We haven't even touched the racing yet. So in this drift, I haven't hit two times multiplier yet, but as you can see, I've banked some score. I was in the lead, I've lost it now, but I'm banking some good score here, so I think I got this. Just gotta get around safely here on this last lap, bank this score, and should be a victory for me. Let's see here. That SUV up there, flying. He could be it. Oh, that's not an SUV. Is that an SUV? I can't even tell in this game. Ah, second place. My best score, though. Moving on to the van. SUV. So the SUV with his extra mass seems to hold drifts a little longer, although man is it slow off the line. Just kind of sliding around, and it doesn't really matter in these drifts where you finish on the track, and there's no timer, so you might as well just take your time and get your drifts and not fight with the other guys. I kind of learned that as well, as they all three just hit the barrier, so I don't know, they didn't bank score that time, so maybe it does affect them, I don't know. There's no real way to know what's going on outside of your car in this game. It's pretty basic. But hey, it cost me $2, so you get what you pay for, right? There we go. Just banked a big score, got a lead. Need to bank some more on this last lap here. I think I might finally get a victory in my fake Durango, my Farango. Can't really pit maneuver the other cars. I tried there, but that might have cost me the victory. We'll see here. Need to just sneak out a win. One of my lower scores, but it still gave me the win. I'm going to buy this BEW in orange. No, in blue. Yeah. So now we're going to try some racing, and this is just all about speed. This track doesn't have too many tight corners. I'm in my little fake BMW X1. Wasn't as fast. What the heck? The road just disappeared for a second there. Oh, cheaters. I can't keep this thing straight. Yeah. So as the race went on, I noticed the mechanics between drift and race are quite different. I'm still drifting a bit here, but it's not nearly the same where it throws the car sideways. So good on the developers on nailing that so this doesn't get super drifty. You can see I'm having trouble keeping the vehicle straight, but I think that's more on me than the game. Spending more time making the difference in physics and gameplay handling instead of fixing some of the frame rate, track disappearing, like right there, I think it's worth the trade-off. So yeah, I cheated that time. This car in this track does not need any brakes, just turn hard and cheat. I absolutely crushed everybody with this vehicle. But when I went back to race this race again with the same vehicle, because I won this race, the difficulty went up so much higher, and I assume it's so you keep grinding to get money to get the bigger cars and the bigger tracks. But like I said, I don't have the time or the patience to invest that much in this game. See, I'm a racer, not a drifter. There are long laps. Places to be. Can't wait around for the competition. Boom! Crushed it. With the little bit of money I did have, I thought, I'll go buy a new track and try it out. So I got a drift track, I got into a big SUV, and I thought, oh no, wait, I'm in my BMW, not the SUV. I can't do it. Yeah, it's my BMW. And I thought I'd go do some drifting. So this is a bit of a tighter track. You can see the tire barriers are replaced by a snow fence, which is equally as devastating to hit. And you need to be really careful because these are tight corners and you can easily slide off. But by now, I got a handle for this car, I got a handle for this game, and I thought, you know what, I'm just going to go out and crush it in these 90-degree repetitive corners, and just missed a wall there. Sent my competition way off into the barrier, and, you know, scrub their score while I get mine, assuming they lose score when they hit the barrier. I'm still not sure about that. But look, I've been at a 2 times multiplier, basically from the start here, and I'm banking a massive score, and that guy just tried to murder me, but didn't quite make it. And again, I think he tried to push me to the inside. I'm not sure if... Oh, why does it keep saying I'm going the wrong way? Alright, well, there's another glitch in the game. I'm clearly not going the wrong way, although it now isn't recording any of my score after I banked it because the game thinks I'm going the wrong way, and yeah, alright, well, that sucks. I guess I'd have to restart this, but I'm gonna ride it out and see if they can catch the score I did bank before this glitch happened. It's almost like the game said, sorry Mike, you're doing too good, we're just gonna discount the, oh, nah, I've already been passed. Discount the second half of your race. So, yeah. You know what? I think this is probably right about the point where I'm just gonna call it. I think I've got a good handle for this drift racing madness. I can't remember the name of the game. Drift race madness, I'm pretty sure. Anyway, I am back in first because suddenly I'm getting score again for some reason. This lap, I'm going the right direction. You tell me what happened there. But you know what? Can I beat the competition with 2 laps compared to their 3 laps? Let's see. Got the lead already, and I'm banking a decent score. These laps are deceivingly long on this track. It's a tight track, but so many corners. And I did win. Alright, so let's do one last race here, just to show you what I mean about the level of difficulty increased. So, I'm not in a BMW, I'm in the SUV. And I started the race and there's the frame rate, doesn't matter what car we're driving. And right away, the competition is just taking off on me. Further down the race here, I've just kind of fast forwarded some speed. And you can see I'm in third. That car you saw me pass right before the jump forward, I stayed ahead by quite a bit. But the top 2, I never saw again. I did keep seeing the track disappear, but I never saw them. And in the end, after about 2 laps, I was pretty sure I was finishing where I was. Now, maybe if I did this in the BMW, it would have been better, but that was about it. Alright, so to give each game a score, the only way I can rate a terrible racing game is to use an equally terrible car that I just happen to love, and that's the Oldsmobile Alero. So, Drift Racing Madness, the gameplay is actually pretty fluid, and the controls are pretty intuitive, and the car does what you want it to. Now, the graphics leave a lot to be desired, and there was some frame rate issues, and the car modeling, and some of the attention to detail, like how the whole car would paint itself. Yeah, but you know what? For a game that costs a couple dollars, not terrible. I will give it a solid 4 Aleros out of 10.